Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 3 versus 3 on Mortalis. Playing on the northern side as the Imperial Guard, we've got ESG, we've got Gellert, and we've got Guy Janija. The southern side, playing as the Orks, we've got Sourtus, we've got Barmally, and we have got Faces. So this is very exciting. Orks to the south, Imperial Guard on the north. I've got critical location countdown victories on. So this critical location in the centre will be the all-important piece of the pie that everyone will be fighting over. Whoever can control this for upwards of 5 minutes is going to win or annihilate the opponent, I suppose. But, I mean, that's quite difficult for the Orks, considering that there's lots of defensive bits. Well, actually, in saying that, everyone's gone for plasma generators straight away. I see. The Imperial Guard are working in unison. A nice organised military mass coming together to fight the Greenskins and popping down infantry commands right next to their relics, which is... Yeah, yeah, everyone's doing this. That's nice. Power of teamwork, making that old dream work. Slugger Boys coming in, slap around the attack police agency is going to try and prevent these guys from building up the infantry commands for some Gretchens. Also coming in for some good measure. The Orks are probably going to struggle to win a annihilation victory in this, considering that these infantry commands will probably cause them some issues. The Imperial Guard are able to stick their structures in the front as well in the form of field commands and whatnots to keep this location nice and sweet. What are the Grots doing? Oh, Grots, you're just building minefields in the corners. Why not? Just to cause issues for capping stuff. Well, mind you, these guys are a little bit behind in the capping department. They've capped no points at the moment. I'm not really seeing anything coming out of their infantry commands as of yet. Orcs coming around over on the northern side as well. Try and do the same, but these Imperial Guardsmen have been capping all their stuff, so they should be alright for the economy later on. These Imperial Guards just be left to learn their own devices. Peaceful Orcs on the right-hand side, trying to live harmoniously with the Yumis. Which, by the by, this is another public announcement that you must absolutely, if you are interested in reading Warhammer books, that the Big Daka is... Oh my goodness, like, I started reading it earlier on this week, and most books, well, audio books should I say, it takes me about maybe like a week or two to get through, and that book, oh my goodness, I've gone through like most of it in a couple of days. That book is just absolutely phenomenal. If you like Orcs, you like Dark Eldar, then the Big Daka is definitely a book worth your time. Yeah, we've got the Guardsmen, still just mind their own business. All the Orcs over here seem to have been beaten away, so that's pretty good for them. Commander is out. In fact, Commander for this chap here. Well, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, Niger. Although something tells me it might be pronounced something similar or something different. But I'm going to put good faith in the Dawn of War community. We're all friends here. He says as he breaks out into a nervous sweat. Please don't cancel me. Oh wait, Shooter Boys coming out, firing away. Keeping that commander sweet. And the Orks taking the centre with a mass of lads. Lots of Slugger Boys though. So the early game for the Orks, but not sure if a mass of Slugger Boys just walking into the Imperial Guardsman side of things is going to do them any good. But hey-oh, might do them alright. We've got the infantry command full of boys already firing some plasma guns outside, killing everyone and anyone nearby. So all the Slugger Boys are dead and not very happy. The Orks probably don't really want to be too aggressive at this stage of the game. Once to get the tank busters out, fair play, the infantry commands will fall quick sharpish. We've also got a heavy bottle on this side as well, just in case anyone decides to hang around on this side. Yeah, probably defensive play, the Orks at the moment. You've got the critical location in the middle. You're totally fine. Now the Imperial Guard have to come outside. You don't need to apply so much pressure onto them. But that's the Orks for you. They're not one for settling around and doing now. Grots over here have been caught, and they have been killed. And have you built... Oh, you've been building more mines. Very inconsiderate. Imperial Guard, though, with their Psyker, should be able to spot it. Although, while they're walking into it, I'm not entirely sure. Just double check maybe to see if it works. Guardsman narrowly surviving life there. There we go, good stuff. So taking old victory is on the countdown. What are the economies at the moment? 68 and 10, 85 and 30, 74 and 10 compared to 98 and 20, 92 and 10, and 62 and 10. So it does look like that the Southern Orks have got a little bit of an economic upgrade or advantage on the whole. The Imperial Guard are now finally capturing the rest of their stuff. Yeah, they're a bit behind considering that they haven't caught all the relics, but then again, so have... Yeah, not all the Orks have neither. There's some Storm Boys now coming up from Sourtus. We should be able to circumvent the front line defences, start bashing things on the back lines. That would probably be the idea. Guardsmen now with their grenade launchers being knocked around left and right. Teleportation used. Quite. I mean, not sure what your goal was. You've been fired over this way. Teleport over here. Now you've been fired by grenade launchers. Maybe they just wanted a change of pace there. Here come the Storm Boys. Small in number. They can't get more if they want to. Mechanized command on for Gelalt. Oh, Gelert? More names that I can't pronounce. The Storm Boys aren't exactly going to be surviving this for very long. The Guardsmen jumping inside their buildings and stuff. But the Orks now gone for shooters. Some big ones as well. So they should be able to cut through the Guardsmen quite easily, especially if they sit in their heavy cover. Big Mech being zapped by the Psyker. Everyone now changing their targets towards the commander over here, chasing them away. And realistically, what they want to do is shoot at the Tech Marine, or Tech Priest even, who's behind here. There's also heavy... Oh, I quite like this. Hiding a heavy weapons team behind the mechanized command. You can see him now that all the scaffolding's gone.
4 minutes.
Although Orks just seem to be firing with gay abandon at anything nearby. The mechanized command is already at half health. It's probably a primary target for them, but yeah, definitely not able to take that down now that they've got the mechanized command full of lads looking for some basilisk depots to smash up the infantry of the Orks. And I hope that you're relatively close to tier 2. One more war banner till tier 2. You're in tier 2 now, and you are nowhere near tier 2. You just spent all your money just throwing Orks into the midst of combat. So we are going to... Yeah, probably Tank Busters is definitely the way forward. Infiltrated, sneak them up, and take down these buildings here. Buildings shouldn't really be able to stand up to the Tank Busters too well if you get them en masse. Just depends whether they actually get them en masse or not. Guardsmen doing a bit of target practice. These poor lads here aimed at. Clearly they've fallen and failed their service to the Emperor. Now they're going to be turned into paste on the ground. But now they're just going to be... They're serious that they're attacking the ground, so that way the Orks know not to go this way. An intimidating factor for the greenskins. Basilisk, first one is out. Second one soon to be out as well. Now, here's the question. Do the Orks abandon the critical location in the middle and with their mech boy teleport around the side and start causing some mischief inside the Imperial Guard base proper? If they've got the Storm Boys for it, they could quite easily go over here and start bashing things, pull these guys away, and then open up the centre for an easier picking. Now the Orks are going to fall back. They've got the critical location already, so they will be able to see what's going on this side. They know where the basilisks are. But they will lose that vision in the middle. It's absolutely critical that they do not let the Imperial Guard take hold of this. As, well, I mean, the Imperial Guard can then use the additional range to their own advantage. So what's the plan? We've got some knobs for Sawatus. We have got just regular shooter boys. And, there we go, a mass of tank busters here. And then, even though you were a little bit behind in the tech department, Mr. Faces, you've now teched right up and now going for some war trucks. So a good combination. I like how these guys are. I'm not sure whether they're talking to each other, because obviously I can't understand Russian. Believe it or not, boys and girls, being an Englishman, it is my right as a person from the United Kingdom to not learn anyone else's languages. I'm trying to learn German, though. But I mean, that's on the back burner at the moment, because I'm busy. God blimey. Yeah, front lines for these guys, back lines for these guys, and just war trucks for nonsense. But lovely teamwork from all sides here. Critical location not being captured by the Guardsmen. I think it's a bit of a mistake there for them. It's not what they really want. Heavy weapons team now being placed further along the front lines. Storm Boys, though, will see it. Starting to jump straight in the middle of these guys, surrounded by turrets and shooty bits from these listing posts, being killed more or less straight away. Yeah, they're going to need something a bit more substantial. And, well, there's one thing I know about knobs, is that they're very substantial indeed. Not that my knowledge of knobs is phrasing. Not good. Either way, war trucks over here. They've killed a tech priest, denying them the turret down there. I'm going to send some grots over here to try and keep these war trucks alive and well. Basilisks firing away. These grots are not infiltrated, though. That's alright, that's okay. The tank busters now coming forward to take care of these turrets one at a time. Got some las cannons on the back line as well. In fact, actually, triple las cannons in total. So, the Imperial Guard anticipating some Ork nonsense. Here comes the big war pushing forward. Nobs teleporting straight in the middle, looking to crack open those las cannons as quickly as possible. That's one dead. Also got a command, or some sort of, command team in the middle there. Nobs going to go around the right side as well as tank busters move on into the middle. Good use of the Valkyrie straight on top of that squad there. Tank busters taking down one Basilisk. And yeah, just the Orks moving right down the middle, splitting the Imperial Guard into twain. Although Nobs been beaten back, morale being broken. That is fine from their perspective. They've done their job. Made some room for those tank busters to kill a couple of Basilisks. Might even get another Basilisk in total. As the shooter boys from Barmely come forward. Almost getting that relic. There we go. Managing to smash that one. But the Imperial Guard, they're just going to rebuild it. I mean, yeah, the Imperial Guard have got a fair bit of flirt going for each member. Also going to go for tier 3 for a lot of those guys. We'll watch from the Imperial Guard perspective for a little bit. Yeah, tier 3 for ESG and for Geralt, or Gelt as well. But not quite for Garganaga. The shooter boys now being pummeled by the double Basilisks. So yeah, very good effort. They managed to kill a lot of stuff. Will need to now quickly rebuild their attacking force to do it all again. I do believe, like I say, going around the flanks is probably the best bet for them. Imperial Guard decided to not move whatsoever. They are going to be a tough nut to crack. But turtling up is what they do best. The double war tracks, ideal for resisting that Basilisk fire. I have to watch out for the cast machine spirit from the Psychers here. So don't get caught out of position. But it seems that Faces is going pure for vehicles. Isn't tier 3 there? And a Mad Doc is on the way as well as some Flash Gates. Flash Gates for Barmely as well. And Sautus keeping on that knob path or some custom gadgets for the Big Mech. Air weapons teams have been spotted closer to the listening post. Also been fired at by another Basilisk as well. So Sautus going to really struggle with 2 missing listening posts. Might have to upgrade these to maximum size just so you can get some sort of parity with the economy. Now the war truck's going to give them a little bit of their own thinkings. Sitting around here, firing over the edges. Do quite like how the rockets just kind of snake over the mountain. Snaky rockets for snaky people. Double flash kits on their way for Faces as well. But Imperial Guard, they've got Cassicans. I saw some Ogrin research as well. Not sure who was going for the Ogrins, but Cassicans are going to be a bit difficult for the flash kits to tear through if they stay within their cover. We've got plenty of heavy weapons teams, all loaded with auto cannons as well. It all depends on how the Orks use their units here. Might be an idea actually to put them inside of the war trucks and, I don't know, maybe go for like an angle kind of thing. You know, the Imperial Guard are set up perfectly for any kind of assault coming down the centre here, but if they go around the flanks, that might then also mean that they can then take them on when they're in more of a column position rather than a line position, I guess. If that makes any sense. I'm thinking Napoleon Total War here at the moment, which was a cracking game. Still is a cracking game, to be honest. Fighter bomber. Orks answer to the artillery of the Imperial Guard. Don't do that much damage to the Caskins by the looks of things, but look at that range. The intimidating slowness of the rocket. Might that be an idea for everyone? Gonna go for extra vehicle armor for Barmely. And a war banner. An extra one down here, but yeah, all the Orks are in tier 3 now. Building up their forces. Imperial Guard, capture this critical location.
Long if I wish to serve under you, sir.
Force the Orks into action, that's what you want. Curvy rocket from the fighter bomber. Blasting, oh dear, those Caskins. Blasted backwards. That's not what they want at all. Although they have now spotted that the Orks will go for some flash kits. We've got a war boss in there too for the war. Increasing the movement speed and overall stats of nearby orcs.
What would you have me? We will
Got an assassin here as well, sniping away. And the basilisk really causing a nuisance to Face's flash kits here. Face kits, that's what we can call them. But he's retaliating with more boomy rockets. That one's missed. That's fine. No one saw that. It's okay. Only minor trades in firing going on here. We've got double fighter bombers now. But no major aggression at the moment. Just little pokes and prods going on here and there. I imagine everyone's going for their extra vehicle up. No, not what would the Imperial Guard call it. Baneblades. That's what they're going to go for. No, so it's not called extra vehicle armor. Whatever the Imperial Guard go for, that lets them have Lehman Russes. I assume that would be the way forward for them. Well, Baneblade is going to cause the Orcs some issues here. They don't have a mass of... They've got a couple of tank busters down here. But I don't think the flash kits are going to do them much good in this situation. Massive knobs on flash kits for Sauertus down over here. But the Orcs can't really afford to throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. They need to absolutely make sure that the next attack has some sort of impact here. Imperial Guard destroying their own... Oh, right, okay, they don't have room for a Mars pattern command. Interesting. Gonna rebuild it over here. A little bit of reorganization. Also need to destroy some of their own stuff so they can get the Baneblade out. Actually, even destroying a... Oh no, they didn't destroy that listing person that was destroyed by the war trucks. Never mind. Here comes the Baneblade. Now the Imperial Guard can push a little bit further south. Firebomb has been scared straight away. Got a looted tank who's been outmassed by the Baneblade. Will also fall back as well. The Orcs really need to work together here. They've got the units. Is there going to be the right composition? Take on a big tank, especially that another big tank will be on the way eventually. Got a third Baneblade, or second Baneblade for God, fuck. This name here. And then, yeah, so triple Baneblades. A bit dangerous, man. Gonna have to probably see a squig off, yeah, from these guys as well. So relic on relic action. A big war being called by the warbus, Barmely. And he is looking to go straight for that Baneblade. Massive rockets. The knobs charging forward. The Imperial Guard unloading all their firepower onto the Orc positions. There's plenty of heavy weapons teams. Plenty of heavy bolter turrets. And heavy bolter missile launcher thingamajigdoodads. That's an impressive engagement. Definitely worth the wait there. Flash gets focusing on the Ogrins who are being blasted left, right and centre. Valkyrie fire on the back lines on these flash kits, knocking them around. Also got some Slugger Boys on the backside as well. And the Baneblade been brought low by all the firepower. Also got a big burner bomb around the backside as well, but has been shot down quite expertly by the Imperial Guard. And the Imperial Guard seem to have weathered the storm of the Orcs. We are now seeing a secondary amount of Slugger Boys, so Barmely does look like he's gone for the unlimited number of Slugger Boys. Well, that's going to be an issue for the Imperial Guard. Yeah, okay, fair enough, they're quite defensible at the moment, but can they kill 3 Orc players when they go for a mass of Sluggers? Are totally free. They could just send into the meat grinder over and over again. Got a squig off coming over now. Quite a lot of players, you'll see these guys set them into ranged combat for firing, but this guy's going to walk straight in and loses health quite quickly actually, but does give space for the Sluggers to move forward. Also, Mechanized Command has gone down on the front lines as well, so the Orcs are grinding their way forward. Second Baneblade, third Baneblade now on the field, so that's been quite an issue for the Orcs to deal with. More flash kits coming in, and I assume all the Orcs are going to go for a massive Sluggers at some point. That would be the idea. Double Lehman Russes, one almost being killed at that. Big mech on the back lines, not quite able to finish it off. And the fighter bomber been shot mid-air. Poor positioning from that speed freak right on over there. Now, there's very few in the way of Orks at the moment. Imperial Guard just assessing their situation at the moment. Point blank refusing to move anywhere. I assume we're going to be waiting for an extra Baneblade, because why not? May as well. The Orks aren't out just yet. The mass is amassing. Squig off 4 faces. Let's see, Sourtus going for a mech shop as well. Bit behind his comrades. Squig isn't going to really stand up towards the Baneblade on its own. Ideally, it's used for disruption, for directing fire away from your more fragile Ork units. Surprised that there's no more tank busters here. Tank busters is the ideal thing that you want to go for in this situation, but we're just seeing flash gates. Just the artillery coming in. Got basilisks on the back lines of the Imperial Guard. Baneblades on the front lines. Cassicans just chilling out in the middle. Just look at that carpet of green. All the Orks really struggling here now. Squig low on health, trying to fall back a little bit, just out of range of that Baneblade. But being caught in between all these flash gates. Sluggers being sent one by one into their own dooms and deaths. Rockets sent either way. Nope, not sure where that. A quick left turn there for that rocket. Quite like that. Imperial Guard, they're making a statement. They're saying, come at us, bro. They're not taking the critical location because they want to see how long they can hold off against the Orks. For the Orks leave in frustration. Looking for a scanner to see what they can see from the Ork perspective. Another Squig on the way. The Orks struggling to mass those units again with all that artillery firing in. It's been blown up left and right. As the Baneblade edges forward, just to see what's going on. Just to have a gander's little peek behind the curtain, if you will. Resisting those bombs from the fighter bomber, as they only really do damage against infantry. And just walking in like it owns the place. No one ever, well, no one even able to really do any kinds of damage to it. Squig is coming out, more loot with tanks. Does seem that Barmely is bringing forth the majority of the Daka here. Not seeing much from Sourtus at the moment. Going for some knobs with faces. Again, the Orks kind of got a bit of tunnel vision going on here. But at least this constant stream of Slugger Boys is distracting the Imperial Guard for a little while the Orks try and build up a mass of fighters. Mega Armor Knobs as well. Get those into close combat. They should be able to punch a hole through those Baneblades, potentially. Also got that, I don't know if you saw that there, but a weapons team is just Michael Jacksoning around. They're also moving forward as well. Squig riding forward, taking it all on the chin, unloading a flash gate squad into the middle. Firing juice being activated on the flash gates here. And we absolutely need to see these Orks come forward, but they're not coming forward. They're a bit shy. Squig goes down, barely any damage being done to the Baneblade on the front lines. These flash gates coming over on this side. We've got to bear in mind as well that flash gates don't do amazing damage against armour. It'd be amazing if the front lines of the Imperial Guard were primarily infantry, but you've got the 3 biggest tanks in the entire game as frontline units here. Mega Armor Knobs charging forward, as well as the regular Knobs. Been knocked on the backsides there for a brief while. They should now start to open the Baneblade like a can of worms. And one Baneblade looking less than healthy at the moment, but while this Baneblade is tanking all the damage, just innumerable amounts of heavy weapons teams on the backlines, as well as Basilisks, as well as Lehman Russes, including heavy bolter turrets as well. My goodness. The layers of fire going on here. The Orks are not entering the guardsman's house through the front door. Need some cunning, orcish genius rather than the brutal forward force here, I reckon. But then again, every time they charge, it's a good scrap. There's one thing the Orcs love. It's charging forward. A smile on their faces, hand in hand with their friends, practically skipping. That's my headcanon anyway. Got an old squiggy Sautus. A couple of looted tanks on the way as well. The Imperial Guard slowly making their way down. Every time the Orcs are defeated, they come forward just a smidge.
We'll get through our field fire.
Heavy weapons teams. Now over on this side going to lay siege to Faces' base. The face base, if you will. Potentially losing their, how would one say, their production structures. So need to take out heavy weapons teams and the basilisks. And I imagine that the Imperial Guard, yeah, you've got more money than God at this point for a lot of you. So you could start firing in your, what they're called. They're huge rounds that destroy everything nearby. Probably what they want to do. As the Orcs slowly get pressed against the edge, but there are now 3 Squigoffs here. This Squigoff is going to charge straight in. Oh dear, the Orcs are not really organising themselves as much as the Imperial Guard are. They need to send them all in at the same time. If they've even a hope or a chance of getting through the Imperial Guard here. But no, one Squigoff goes down. And also losing that Mech Boy shop as well. Second Squigoff been sent in on its own. Ah, it's a tale of two cities, isn't it? The mastery of organised combat from the Imperial Guard versus a ragtag bunch of boys. Not faring all that well in this situation. One lone Squigoff now. He's got the boys, but he's lost his siblings. But he's still going to see what he can do. Temporary Ascendancy yet. Nursing this Baneblade back to full health. Slowly but surely. Oh, seem a bit hopeless here. My replay, it says that there's a lot of time left. Whether that's just the Imperial Guard slowly destroying the Orcs, or whether the Orcs have got some sort of comeback, we'll have to see. Seeing some Mega Armor knobs. They seem to work alright in the previous charge. Oh god. It's just a sad time in here. Orcs, I mean, Paul faces no real option other than to try and see if he can sneak a production building here and there. We've got to hope, man. We've got to believe. Orcs must be able to do something. Surely. We've got to appreciate the commitment there. They haven't just surrendered. No proper Orc surrenders in the face of some Imperial Guard gits. Field Command attempting to be built up on the front lines here. Once this Field Command goes up, if the Orcs are unable to really get it down, there's nothing they can really do at this point. They'll be locked inside the... I mean, they're already locked inside their bases from the Baneblades. That basically just sweetens the deal. And a Squigoff on the way. Sautus. As the Mega Armor knobs, a fruitless charge. We've got to appreciate the effort. Send them in. Being deaded all the same. And that is basically all said and done. Slow build for the Field Command there. Does take a while even for Tech Pre-Instangencies to build it up. Now losing listening posts inside their base. Let's, I'm not going to torch these Orcs anymore. I'm going to fast forward it a little bit and just see what the next engagement is. See if the Orcs are able to pull off anything crazy. But it seems that they're just committed to smashing their faces against the front lines of the Imperial Guard here. Warboss goes in. Valiant effort. Not quite what we were hoping for there. Mech shop attempts to be built up. But yeah, no, the Orks are being absolutely smashed. Doesn't look like we're going to have a great time. Now we're actually seeing Sawatus building up a massive boys hut, so he's going to go for a massive slug of boys as well. Going to go for a big push. Now is the time, chaps. Baneblades on the front lines. Squiggoff attempting to make sure that field command doesn't go up. The Zapper gun being fired at the Baneblade on the right hand side, preventing it from moving or firing. Flash gets up in fire. Yeah, where on earth are the tank busters? That is my question. At this point, you go 3 slugger boys, just forever and ever amen, and then pop some tank busters in their ranks. That way the Baneblades are focusing on firing at the visible slugger boys while ignoring the tank busters. I see the knobs right in the middle. I mean, it does seem like they've got a fair bit of damage done to those heavy weapons teams, but alas, the guardsmen on the back lines, well, taking care of them. Death and sadness. Good. Again, another very good attempt. Field commander's gone down. Good idea of zapping the Baneblades, but just not enough anti-vehicle damage incoming. I wonder if these guys are not Orc mains, or whether they don't play Orcs very often, and they just think, ah yes, late game tier Orcs, buy their high tier units, and that will win us the day. But completely forgetting those critical, essential tank busters. Fast forward again. See if the Orcs can amass another push. I don't know what number Squiggoff this is, but he's been set on fire, poor lad. It's not what you want, being a Squiggoff. Imperial Guard now also moving into Face's base. They've brought forth the heavy weapons teams. All his gubbins is going to be shot up. And a very slow but meticulous fight from the Imperial Guard. Face is going to pop down a settlement down here. Fighting for every inch of land. They're not going to give up, which again you've got to appreciate. A lot of players would kind of give up by this point. Which, to be fair, at this stage, 34 minutes into... I know you can't see it because it's covered by a thing, but in-game this is 34 minutes, 35 minutes now. And God rest their souls. I'm going to call it, boys. I'm going to call it. There's about maybe like... I don't know how much left of the game is left, but that is basically... Can't really see the Orcs coming back. 2 versus 3. We will watch this last push. Go on, Knobs. Get him. Show him who's boss. At least kill one Baneblade. Don't let him have a clean sheet in this slow siege. You've already killed one Baneblade, but, you know, it's been a while, man. Got lots of stabby bits on the go for him. Plenty of las cannon fire going in there, though. I know las cannons don't exactly do a lot of damage against infantry, but fire enough of them at a person, that will kill eventually. Does the Baneblade go down? We do see another Baneblade moving over into the middle, taking care of Sawatus. Go on, just... It's almost down. At least a moral victory for the Orcs. That's what you want. Slap it up with the war boss in there. There we go. Minor victory for the Orcs, but absolute stomp by the Imperial Guard. Playing to their absolute strengths. Could have probably been a lot more aggressive earlier on. They could have probably won this about 10 minutes ago. But I suppose, you know, it's half the fun, isn't it? Seeing if you can survive a couple of waves from real players and just enjoying the thematics of it all. So cheers, guys, for watching the video. Well, support the channel. Have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you to watch the game a week. And there is also a Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. As for Mr. Landshark, which is always never short. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace.